It's time to rejoin coverage of the 2022 Girls State Varsity Hockey Tournament presented by Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the 2022 Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament. The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Weatherall, Wagner Auto, and the Ramcoda.
Ashley is in with a breakaway. She shoots. She scores! It's 5-3.
The Varsity Girls State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Pelican Power Sports, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Hockey Headquarters, and the Aberdeen Area Chamber of Commerce.
There's a shot. She scores! Sabres a short-handed goal. And the Mitchell Marlins lead 2-1.
And also by Becky Potsuba State Farm Insurance, Hermanson Endodontics, Sunmasters of Pierre, and the University of Jamestown.
As they count down the seconds, the Aberdeen Cougars have won the state championship 5-2 over the Sioux Falls Flyers.
The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, Renke Gray Wealth Management, the Fieldhouse of Pierre, and Kubota. And now, let's rejoin John Winkler, Jeff Anderson, and Jim Lloyd for the call.
And a good now almost afternoon as we welcome you here to day 3, game number 2, the third place game between the Aberdeen Cougars and the Brookings Rangers. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. Jim Lloyd will bring you play-by-play of this game. But it should be a good one between the number 3 seed Aberdeen Cougars and the 4 seed Brookings Rangers to battle out for third place. Both teams are coming in after a loss yesterday. Their state championships are alive going into Saturday. Now they can't win the state championship today, but they can still get third place, and you want to end with a win.
Well, yeah, this is it. This is it for these two teams.
That's
Again,
right.
The last game of the year. And these two teams have kind of an interesting matchup. Early in the season, in November, Aberdeen won 10-0. Then in January, Aberdeen won 4-3, which speaks for this Brookings team. Watertown saw this team early on. This Brookings team has gotten nothing but better this year, and you can see it in the tournament. They're playing really good hockey right now.
They are, and they, of course, opened up. Brookings did 6-3 win over Watertown. Then they, of course, lost to Sioux Falls 4-1 yesterday. Aberdeen coming in with a 2-1 win over Owyhee in the opener as far as this tournament, but then losing as they ran into a buzzsaw in Mitchell yesterday, 8-2.
Yeah, I think a few people have run into a buzzsaw this year with Mitchell, and we're going to see them in our next championship game, and we'll see if they can do a buzzsaw with Sioux Falls. Who knows? I don't know. Nobody has.
Well, that's right. Brookings, of course, led by Aletha Baker. She comes in 12-8 on the year and 4.08 goals against average. And, of course, Aberdeen has Eleanor in there, the 8th grader, 15-5 on the year. She has a 2.06 goals against average for this Aberdeen team. Aberdeen, of course, has a number of kids that can put the puck in the net. We start talking about that. 15 for Aiden Rapp, 14 for Emma Rader, 12 as far as Poppin is concerned, and also for Morgan Jones, 11 for Elisa Rarick, and their leading assist leader right now, Kaylin Poppin, with 15 on the year. Brookings, 21, of course, goals from Savannah Barber, 13 assists. They have 11 from Kieran Vugdeveen, 9 assists. And, of course, Taryn Richter with 10 goals and 12 assists, only 3 gals there that scored in double figures. Aberdeen maybe puts the puck in the net a little bit more than Brookings, but Brookings has come a long way since the start of the year. This could be a very interesting matchup.
Well, and the other thing that's really interesting in this game, no seniors on either one of these teams. I don't know if I remember a situation like that. So next year, I will see these teams fighting maybe for a possible championship. When you don't have any seniors, everybody's coming back.
Well, we kid about that as far as no seniors on either of these teams, and the Brookings people have consistently reminded us.
They had a senior the last game I called.
Yeah, and they don't have a senior.
Savannah Barber, I called her a senior about 3/4 of that game, and I should know better because she plays on the Team South Dakota team with my daughter, and I should know better. And her dad even reminded me, you should know better.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, I do now.
Yeah.
So
That's
she
right.
is a junior, and it's pretty easy to mistake her for not being a senior. She's been around so long. I don't know how long she's played varsity hockey, and she surely plays like a senior. She's the captain of the team, and most of the plays go through her. She surely has the role of a senior, but just a junior.
Well, if you look at both coaches and you say there isn't a senior on either one of these teams, and they go, man, I can't wait for next year to start. Yeah. And I'm sure that's kind of the case, because I think the future for both these teams is bright.
I would sure think so. And Aberdeen has always had numbers in their girls program, and they're going to be really deep next year.
Well, the interesting thing about this course, and we talked with the Aberdeen boys coach this year when we had Aberdeen on earlier, of course, on Watertown Radio. But what's interesting there is the boys have come a long way this year. They're a vastly improved team. And I said, you always lived in the shadow of the girls, so to speak. The girls have had all the success. It's good to see their boys program have some success. They'll be in the state tournament next week.
Yeah, they have played real well, and it was interesting when he talked about his boys. He said, our boys don't know how good we are.
Yes, and we aren't quite sure how to win some of those big games yet.
And, and we talk about an Aberdeen team being down. Well, 14-4 in the season. That's not really down.
Now 15-5.
Yeah, and we talk that they're down a little bit, but you're talking about dominating Aberdeen women's teams for 3 or 4 years, or about as long as I can remember, absolutely dominating.
Yes. Well, what it really does, though, is it puts pressure on the next class, because that class will say, we don't want to be the class that doesn't get back to state or doesn't win it all. And you can't win it all every year.
Yep.
And then, of course, they've had the change with Shelby Edwards, no longer the coach this year. So they've had some changes from last year when they, of course, got a 5-2 win.
Yeah, and go through the regular season 14-4. Pretty impressive.
Exactly right.
Still a very good Aberdeen Cougars girls team.
Yeah.
And with no seniors, they'll be around for a while, and I know they have some girls at the JV level that are ready to come up too. So we're looking forward to that Aberdeen Cougar team.
If you can get a feeder program going like that and get these young kids playing and continually moving up, boy, it really puts you in great shape.
Well, and winning happens to be a tradition after a while. When you see all these teams that have dominated so long, all these younger girls coming up, they look at that and they assume that they're going to win every game. Every time they hit the ice, they assume they're going to win.
That's right, and there's the big difference. We've talked about this in the past also. It's different between going into a game hoping to win and expecting to win. Yep. And the teams that are good expect to win every time out.
Right, and things can go the other way on a team that gets on a losing streak or a couple seasons. How do you get back on the winning side of it? And that's sometimes even more difficult yet, to get back and expect to win every time you touch the ice.
Yeah, that's right. So we look forward to it with Aberdeen and Brookings coming up, and we will come back with more right after this.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Oahe Federal Credit Union.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we welcome you back here and getting ready for a puck drop between the Y Capitals, or not the Y Capitals, they already played, the Brookings Rangers and the Aberdeen Cougars. I was starting to fall asleep. You guys did such a good job in the pregame.
The Oahe Capitals did win 6-2 over Rushmore to capture the consolation championship, so congratulations.
Yeah, they did win. I was a little fall asleep at the helm there. You guys did such a good job in the pregame. I thought you guys were just going to take it all away, and I was just going to sit back and relax and watch this state semifinal or the third place game.
John, we do need you.
I don't know about that.
We do need you.
I don't know about that.
I think that when you go down to do the interviews, we need you.
Yeah, we need you. We're usually a button short from making it all right.
Yeah, a button short and a day late or something like that. That's true. Don't forget, next week, of course, we have the boys tournament coming up. That'll be from the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls. We'll bring you all 11 games. We look forward to that. Starting on Friday, Sioux Center, Sioux Falls 1 play at 9:05. That was about like today. Then, of course, Sioux Falls 2 and Brookings will meet at 11:35. Aberdeen, Oahe at 2:05 in the afternoon. And then Watertown takes on the number 1 seed Rushmore at 4:35 on Friday afternoon. So, again, we have lots of hockey to go. We're just about halfway through as far as the tournaments are concerned, but we look forward to next week as well as this week. We have 2 very good matchups yet to go in this state varsity girls hockey tournament. Brookings, of course, will be with the red uniforms. They have white on the front, also the back with the numbers over that. And, of course, Aberdeen has kind of the blue and gold, if you will.
Everybody's wearing blue helmets.
Everybody's wearing blue helmets.
Aberdeen does have the edge in this matchup this season. They won early on 10-0 in the season, and it was 4-3 in January. So Brookings has yet to beat this Aberdeen team, and today would be the day to do it for Brookings. If you're a Brookings fan, and if you're an Aberdeen Cougars fan, you want to make it a clean sweep with 3 wins over the Brookings Rangers.
Well, we'll see how that all works out, but it should be a good matchup with these two. Both, of course, losing yesterday, but you basically shovel that aside, and when you get this game going, you forget all about yesterday and concentrate on what's going on today.
If you're watching on YouTube right now, get some of the fans. They're dancing, so I got to put them on camera.
That's good.
Yeah. We're having some fun here.
Pretty good crowd. We hope we have more for the championship game that starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
And, of course, we're here at the Ode in Aberdeen, so this is what you may consider a home game,
yes.
A home tournament game for the Cougars. And, of course, Brookings not too far away. Brookings always brings a crowd. Seems like they're there for boys and girls. So we're getting close to puck drop here. 32 seconds. We have a referee's just going to come on the ice right now to set the nets, and we're going to get this thing underway. This game will determine third place in this tournament. We are 2 games away from ending this tournament.
Aberdeen has done a nice job putting this on. We appreciate that. Ramcota's done a nice job of hosting us.
They have us perched right over the top of the home bench. And we kind of have this little suite all to ourselves, so we've been able to.
It is sweet.
It is sweet.
We don't kinda. We do. We have it all.
We've been able to spread out a little bit. We're all by ourselves up here. Have a private bathroom. That's kind of nice.
Yes.
So they've really treated us well, and we're happy to be here and happy to bring all these 11 games to you. And of course, when we go to Sioux Falls next weekend, we're going to bring 11 more to you. So if you're interested in high school hockey, boys and girls, this is the place to be. Both teams have taken the ice. We're going to circle the wagons here for a little bit, and we're going to get the puck dropped, and it looks like we are going to be on time. We're going to have the introductions for both teams, and we're going to drop the puck. It's probably going to be about 2 to 3 minutes late of the advertised.
Just as long as we start the championship game on time. That's all that matters.
Yep.
That's the last game. We want to start that on time. Let's
So-
send it over to the PA for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Welcome to the police team of the girls varsity state hockey tournament. For our visitors, the Brookings Rangers. Number 13, Jada Garris. Number 17, Kira Aberdeen. Number 20, Karen Richter. 21, Lindsay Bendler. 22, Savannah Barber. And goal number 16, Aletha Baker. For the Lady Cougars, number 5, Caleb Hopper. 13, Allison Webb. 16, Kaylin Pepper. 22, Lauren Shield. And in goal, number 32, Ellen Orr.
Eleanor, just an 8th grader. We keep saying that, but she had 15 wins on the year. She also had 5 shutouts. It's not too often that you see an 8th grader get 5 shutouts in a season.
We've seen some really good 8th graders in this tournament.
We really have.
We just got done with Kapka, of course, for Oahe. And Brookings does their little traditional, they make a huddle in front of their bench, and then they have one girl dives in. We've seen them do that all year. It's a little something that they've come to do. Aberdeen breaks the huddle in front of their net.
Should be a good one.
And they are going to set up for the beginning face-off here. Brookings is still talking about it in their huddle right in front of their bench. And we're going to get this third place game of this girls varsity hockey tournament underway.
Game 10 of 11. How quickly has these first 9 games gone by?
10 of 11, and Wool for Aberdeen is going to take the face-off with Savannah Barber.
Where's 13?
And the puck is dropped, and that's going to be controlled by the Brookings Rangers in the neutral zone. And bringing it up in, it looks like Witt. Grenler finds it here, held in nicely by Barber. Barber's going to look for a centering shot. That was Vugdeveen with a centering shot. Nobody was home. The puck comes out into the neutral zone. Barber's over in front of the announcing table over there, the scorer's table. And finding it is Rapp. Rapp's going to use her legs, bring it in on a backhand into the zone. Held in over there by Wool. Brookings going to try to regroup in back of their goalie, going to zing it around. And it does come out of the zone now. Aberdeen will chase through the neutral zone. Aberdeen will get that one up, and Aberdeen's going to go for a quick change. They have a deep bench, and they're going to use a lot of girls today. 15 is Hofer. She gets it up through the neutral zone, and we're going to have an offsides. 2 players are offsides for Aberdeen. So our first stoppage of play, 15:59 left in this opening period. Brookings Rangers and Aberdeen Cougars are going to face off. Poppin for the Aberdeen Cougars. It's controlled by the Rangers. Up through the neutral zone. And Poppin is a nice stick there from Forster. Forster's going to try to bring it back to our defenders, and they're going to try to regroup over there. Brookings Rangers going to try to bring this out of the zone. This is Keel. Into the neutral zone. Controlled over here by Hofer, Sydney Hofer. Now, Brookings are going to bring it up through the neutral zone, tagging along the far boards. And Aberdeen's going to get off stick, and right in front, that is Brookings with a shot on goal. And it comes the other way. It's Emma Rader, all the way over to the other side to Stoltenberg. Upended over there in the neutral zone, and it's kicked all the way back down into the Aberdeen zone. This is Emmer. Reese Emmer is going to find it behind her goal, and she's going to look up to bring it out of the zone as Brookings gets a change. Vogdeveen finds it at neutral ice. She's going to be 2-on-1 and gets taken off her stick. And Whitty tries to get it, and she misses it, and Barber finds it in the near corner. Barber's going to reverse field and get it back to Whitty. I'm sorry, that's Richter. Richter in front. Here comes Barber. She gets her stick touched just before she swings at it and can't get anything on it. And held in over here by Grendler. Barber finds it just in the near corner here. She's going to get to her forehand. She's going to try to get a shot. Can't get anything out of it. There's Richter right in front. She can't get it on it. Barber's going to skate away with a little backhand. Eleanor finds it on her chest, and Barber hits it off the post. Barber's a junior. Grendler gets a shot that they can't make it to the goal. Barber knocks down deep into the corner. And there's Richter with a centering pass. Comes back out to Barber. Barber's going to step around. He's going to take it on her forehand. A shot to Orr, and she's going to position. Here's Barber again. Whiffs on a shot. Barber was high in the slot. And Vogdeveen can't quite hold it in. Now it does come out of the zone. Barber's going to take a break, and here comes Rapp. Rapp's going to wrap it all the way around the net. Try to get a backhand shot. She doesn't have anybody help as Aberdeen is trying to get a change, so she's down there by herself, and Brookings comes up with it in their zone, trying to work it out, and they do. Out to the red line. Brookings gets it down. This Forster taps it down deep. Grabbed over there by Poppin for Aberdeen, and now they're going to bring it out, and it's going to go all the way down. If it goes all the way down, it's going to be an icing, and I'll bet it will be. No, they're going to wave it off. Brookings gets to it before the red line. Poppin holds it in deep in the near corner. Skates it back around and back of the goal is Poppin. She's going to circle the wagons now. She's going to dump it off to a defensive man. And there's a shot comes from the defense. That's wide of Baker. A couple of people down in front of the net. And here comes Brookings. Brookings are going to come up through the neutral zone. Tapped away on that one is Hofer. Playing nice defense over there. Aberdeen comes out of it. This is Rourke, I'm sorry. She's going to be along in front of her own bench, going to get a shot. Doesn't quite make it to the goal. There's a little backhand shot, and that puck was loose. That backhand shot was by Allison Rourke. And we're going to get a stoppage of play. So Aletha Baker has taken a couple shots, two shots to 4, so not a lot of shots on so far.
And you go back to that that long offensive zone pressure by Brookings. What a fantastic job by Aberdeen to keep that puck out of the nets.
After the faceoff, Aberdeen's going to control it in their zone. They're going to dump it down in the near corner. Aberdeen's looking for a shot high in the slot, a little backhand. Can't quite make it to the net. And defender for Aberdeen's going to try to skate it in. Again, that one does not make it to the goal. Aberdeen doing a nice job holding this in. Kind of setting up shop here. And now the Brookings defender finds it on her stick. And she's going to come down and take a shot just outside the blue line. That was Grendler. It looked like she was going to get a change, but she can't quite do it now and gets knocked over. She's going to stay out, and Brookings going to regroup in the neutral zone. Up into the neutral zone now and dumps it into the zone. Defender for Aberdeen's going to try to skate it out and does. Locked up over along the far board over there in the Aberdeen zone. Barber's going to try to shake it out of the zone, and she does. And here comes Brookings, and Barber's right down in front of us. She's going to take a shot, and it does get to the goal. Blocked nicely there by Eleanor. And Aberdeen's going to take it out of the zone. This is Reese Emmer. She's not very big. She's skating around the corner and going to throw it right at the cage of Baker hits her right in the top of the helmet. And here's a rebound. Centering pass. Nobody can get at it. And Aberdeen's going to shoot it from the top, and it's redirected. And it goes in, but I think we had a whistle.
Didn't hear the whistle.
I didn't hear the whistle. The puck went in. Half the team stopped, and I think actually Baker stopped, and it went in. I didn't hear a whistle. I thought it was a goal.
Because everybody just kind of stopped, and Baker is like, doesn't matter.
It was shot from the point by Aberdeen.
The net
and that was Wool. Allison Wool shot it.
The net was off his moorings. that was interesting because, we did not hear a whistle at all.
And Brookings says thank you for that. After the faceoff, controlled in the zone by Aberdeen in the far corner, looking for a centering pass. Doesn't quite get there. Nice defensive play by Brookings. And now Brookings is going to shake it out with a long pass, and they can't connect. And they're going to wave off the icing. This is Emmer, Reese Emmer. And Vugdeveen finds it in the zone, holds it in, and skates it down to the near corner. And Richter can't get it to the net. And this one's going to come out, and it's going to go all the way down. This one it's going to be on net. Baker's going to have to kick it out, so no icing as it was on net. And Barber tries to get a pass inside the neutral zone, and here comes Vugdeveen. A nice pullback and a nice shot kicked out there by Eleanor. Barber's going to take a shot just inside the blue line, just wide of the net. And Aberdeen's going to try to get it in. Baker holds it in. Barber holds it in real nicely down in the near corner, and now coming out for Aberdeen. Oh, that one did go off. Skating along the blue line was Richter, and it ended up crossing the blue line. Brookings going to get a change here. And this is Rasmussen going to bring it in for the Brookings Rangers. Nice pass over there to Forster. She can't quite handle it and chases it down to the far corner. Centering pass, not making it in front of the net, and here comes Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to bring it down 2-on-2 and can't keep it on the stick. That was Rorick. Elisa Warwick. And Aberdeen's going to kick it up now to Matkey. Matkey's going to take it, skate it down deep and all the way around. The Brookings goal meets resistance there. There's a shot by Wool. Warded off by Baker. And Brookings are going to come up through the neutral zone. Caught over here by Hofer. She chips it up through the neutral zone and all the way down. Not an icing. Chased in back of the net is Brookings as they bring it out of the zone now, looking for a centering pass out of the zone, and no, it does not come out. Picked up over here by Aberdeen, and it goes in and scores! Aberdeen picks it up at the blue line. That was Addison Keller. And I would be willing to bet that's going to be unassisted. She picked it up on an errant centering pass by Brookings Rangers and goes to her forehand just on top of the circle. And that one gets past Aletha Baker. First to strike are the Aberdeen Cougars at the 8:19 mark.
No shots, a bad shot.
No shots, a bad shot. It looked like she was just throwing it at the net, but that's what happens when you throw it in the right direction. We face off here at center ice, and that's controlled by Aberdeen. Now it goes back over to the Cougars, and the Cougars are going to take it through the neutral zone and going to try to get a shot here. That one goes a little bit wide. I believe that one is maybe Dixon. And this puck goes a centering pass. Doesn't make it, and Aberdeen's going to haul it out of the zone. In the neutral zone, two Aberdeen players are down on the far boards. And this is Emmer going to chip it up. Puck goes all the way down out of the neutral zone onto Eleanor's paddle. She kicks it out to Sadvig. And Richter finds it just in front of the goal, and she's going to take a shot, and they score! Brookings scores, and I believe that was Richter, possibly.
I think it was Forster that got the pass from
Forster
Richter.
with the pass. She picks it up high in the slot, and a rebound goal, and I think Richter ended up with the goal. Sorry, I thought it was the other way around. So it's Richter from Forster, I believe. So they tie this thing up, 7:24 The Brookings Rangers strike to make this game 1-1.
So Aberdeen's lead didn't last for long.
Didn't last long. Face off at center ice goes to the Brookings Rangers, and they're going to bring it into their zone. Here's Forster. Now it comes back out. Aberdeen brings it up through the neutral zone into their offensive zone and comes off the stick. Held in over there for Aberdeen. It was Stoltenberg. Now it's coming the other way. This is Brookings going to throw it at the net. Wide of the net. Doesn't take long for Brookings to get back in their offensive zone. And right in front of us was Kale. And this puck's going to go all the way back. And here comes Kale. She can't get it on her stick, just by the red line. And this one comes back to the defenders of Aberdeen. Pass out of the zone, and here comes Matke. She comes down all the way around the near corner, brings it all the way around and back of Baker, and there's a shot, and they score again. Aberdeen strikes once again at 6:13 to make this a 2-1 game. I didn't see who got the goal, but I believe there's going to be 2 assists on this one, as Matke brought it all the way around the back of the net. Stuck it in front of the net. That one's possibly wrapped based on the way they come through the handshake line. Aiden Rapp.
3 goals in 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Face-off controlled by Aberdeen. This is Rapp. Rapp looks for a centering pass. Wool can't make it to the goal. And here comes Brookings out of the zone with a long pass. And Richter can't quite handle that one and goes back to Emmer. Emmer fans on a pass, and Wool tries to get it out of the zone and can't quite do it. Held in over here by, now it comes out. Richter can't hold the blue line. And Grendler now on a backhand gets it into the zone, but there's nobody down there, so it's coming back out for Aberdeen into the neutral zone. Controlled here by Richter. Can't get a centering pass to Barber. Barber now dumps it in, swats it into the zone, and Emmer starts to skate it out and pitches it down. This one comes all the way up through the neutral zone. Coming off the bench is Sadvig. Barber taps it off the board, and she's going to skate it into the zone. A lot of resistance there from Poppin, doing a nice job playing defense, and Aberdeen's going to come the other way. For Aberdeen, it's Morgan Jones. Tries to get up to Poppin. Poppin finds it in the near corner. Going to wrap it around the net, reverse field here. Going to centering pass right on goal, and Baker covers it up.
So it was Richter from Forrester that tied the game 1-1 with 7:29 to go. That was 6:13. It was Aiden Rapp that got the goal, the backhander, and Aston Keller gets the lone assist to make it 2-1.
So
Keller already has an assist and a goal in this game.
She's had a pretty good start to this game, not having a goal and only 2 assists in the regular season. She's already got 2 points.
Puck now comes down. Forster's going to bring it deep. Picked off her stick by the Aberdeen defenders. Held in by Brookings. Now it comes back out. This is Poppin. She's going to be one-on-one. She's going to be on her forehand. Going to try to make the circle, try to get it to the net. She ends up and around the back of the net. Reverses field, and she loses it in the back of the net. Pinching down for Aberdeen was Hepper, Kaylin Hepper. Aberdeen with a centering pass, nobody there but Brookings players, and they're fighting, they push it in, and that's going to be a goal for the Cougars, and that might be Warwick, Alyssa Warwick. She was the only Cougar in the area, and she kept pushing the pile, and it went in. 3-1 Aberdeen.
And nobody for Brookings could figure out where the puck was at to get it covered or just away from the goal.
It was all Brookings in front of Baker, their own goalie. And Rourke went in there and kept pushing the pile and got it to go. So 3-1 after the face-off goes all the way down, controlled by the Brookings Rangers in the near corner.
Unassisted for Rorick.
Yeah, she was the only one near that one. She was pushing on the pile. Brookings going to zip it around the back of the boards with a long pass here. Doesn't reach Barber. And the Aberdeen defender kicks that one all the way across. That's Matke. Brookings giving a lot of pressure in the offensive zone here. Barber chips it down into the corner, and that's Richter. Richter in back of the Aberdeen goal. And we're going to have a pass going all the way down to the other side, and Barber gets over there. And she gets tangled up there by a defender. And Grendler's going to try to hold it in, and it's just going to come out now. And that's going to be Keller. Addison Keller, she's going to be 2-on-1, takes a long shot. No shot's a bad shot. That one sails over the cage. Now it comes out into the neutral zone. This is Richter. Richter and Barber. Richter takes a shot, can't make it to the net. And Richter's got it behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Was picked off her stick by Keller. Richter's got it in the far corner again, looking for a centering pass. And Keller has that one also. This one comes out to Emmer. She can't quite get it out. Barber with a good stick there to hold it in the zone. Sadvig reverses over to Emmer. Emmer's going to skate it up, going to look for a passing lane, and has one up in neutral ice, but it's intercepted over there by Garretts. Knocks it down in, and Aberdeen defenders are going to have to get it out of the zone again. This is Emmer. Emmer looking for a long stretch pass, and that's not going to connect, and no icing's called. It could have been. Two players go down to the left-hand side of Baker. And here comes Richter. Richter up through this is Forster. Forster's going to come up through the 2-on-1. She's going to try to wrap it around. Gets a little push there from a Aberdeen defender. And here comes Aberdeen out of the zone. Right on the stick. This is Rapp. Rapp's going to take a shot. Can't quite get it to the net. Held in here by Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to take a shot. Doesn't quite make it to the net. Here's Poppin. Poppin's going to reverse field, gets surrounded by Brookings Rangers. Poppin's going to try it again as a player goes down. Her teammate can't get past as she goes down. Poppin's now on the far corner. She kicks it with her foot. Now there's going to be a shot. And that one goes in. That's Poppin. So Poppin was all over the corner that time. She gets it out of the far corner. Takes a shot, and it's 4-1, Aberdeen Cougars.
And Morgan Jones getting a penalty.
There was some pushing and shoving after
she ended up nearly throwing a punch to one of the heads of the Brookings Ranger players. And so the linesman with the referee moving away, the referee didn't see it. He's the one that usually makes the call, but the linesman, because of the way the deal was, the lineman has to make that call and make that penalty.
Referee comes over. I heard that. Referee says he punched her right in the head.
So
can't be more explicit than that, can you?
Who's in the box? Morgan Jones.
Yeah, Morgan Jones will be in the box. Jones. And I think I don't know if it's going to be a 2 and a 10 or what it's going to be, or maybe they're asking why.
Yeah, it is going to be a 2 and a 10. They're going to send somebody else over. So it's going to be a 2 and a 10. That's going to be Morgan Jones is going to sit for 10 minutes.
That'll be after the 2 minutes either expire or the power play goal. So it could be up to 12 minutes where she's in the penalty box.
So Aberdeen's going to have a Pelican Power Sports power play as we face off at center ice. Goes back into the defensive zone of the Brookings Rangers.
Poppin gets the goal from Sydney Hofer.
The Brookings Rangers on a Pelican Power Sports power play as Barber carries it through neutral ice, and she's going to be by herself, going to try to get it to her forehand, going to take a ripper shot right off the post. Held in by Barber again. High in the slot, wraps it around, far corner. Richter, Forster, just inside the blue line. Going to set up shop here on this Pelican Power Sports power play. Goes down in the corner, and Aberdeen defender finds it, and she's immediately surrounded by Brookings Rangers. But she is going to try to bring it out. This is Hofer bringing it out all on her own. Gains the red line and throws it in. There's a little collision The fans, Aberdeen fans, didn't like that one. And the Brookings Rangers are going to come down on this power play once again. Skating in the zone is Vugdeveen.
Irmer with a nice little move right there.
Brookings are going to control this puck in back of the net. And time expires. 39 seconds left in that power play for the Brookings Rangers as time expires in this first period.
A 4-1 lead with 4 different goal scorers for the Aberdeen Cougars. Keller, Rapp, Rorick, and Poppin all score. Richter's got the lone goal for the Rangers, but the last 3 belong to the Cougars, and that is a 4-1 lead for the Aberdeen Cougars here at the end of the first period. We will step aside. When we come back, we'll have our first intermission report brought to you by the University of Jamestown. You're listening to the State Tournament on Capital City Rock, KSTR, KKQQ, and also watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Hawaii Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Hawaii Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we welcome you back here and into our first intermission report, brought to you by the University of Jamestown, where your success is our tradition. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. A 4-1 lead for the Aberdeen Cougars over the Brookings Rangers at the end of the first period. And Jeff, that was a very strong end of the first period for the Aberdeen Cougars.
They looked pretty strong indeed, and so far it's looking pretty good. They've gotten the last 3 goals after getting the first one. Keller, of course, has a goal and an assist in this game. And, of course, also for Aberdeen, Rapp and Rorick and Poppin have goals in this game. And Nick Keller, and, of course, we mentioned her, and Hofer also have assists. And as far as the shots on goal, or 11 saves, so far, it is 8 saves for Aletha Baker, but a 4-1. That's this is the highest scoring period we've had, first period anyway, of the state girls tournament so far.
It is, yeah. You're exactly right. Most of the time it doesn't open up until the second or third period, but here today, it's in this period, it's been a lot of fun. 5 goals in the first period.
Yeah.
Well, and Aberdeen has done a nice job at throwing the puck at the net, and I think they maybe have 1, maybe 2 goals because they have just thrown it at the net. Not necessarily a shot, but when you get in a certain point in the zone, just throw it at the net. Look for a rebound, see what happens. And a couple of them have gone in.
That's why they tell you, shoot the puck.
Shoot the puck.
You just never know what's going to happen.
You can't score if you don't shoot the puck.
That's exactly right. So 4-1. Look forward to the next one coming up also. That, of course, will be for the championship with, of course, Sioux Falls taking on Mitchell. Sioux Falls has won the first 2 meetings this year between these two teams. Could be interesting.
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to get interesting.
I
These
think
teams,
so, too.
Not a lot of love lost here, I don't think.
I think this is going to be one of the higher scoring games of the tournament.
Because this one got a little chippy, I guess, if you want to say that in girls hockey. It gets a little chippy.
Only
Some
one
pushes.
one penalty.
We have a penalty from
Morgan Jones.
From, I think, a punch to the head is what our referees told us.
They call it head contact, and right now the score sheet says game misconduct.
Which 2 and a 10, which means she's done for the day.
Well, a normal 2 and a 10, she'd be back here at the midway point, towards the end of the second period. But if a game misconduct or a game penalty, I believe that means that she's done for the day. But she was also staying in the penalty box, so we'll see if she comes back out or not. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, KSDR Watertown, and as well KKQQ Brookings as you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Just past 12 o'clock, that means we got 2 hours till puck drop of the state championship game. That's not to take away from this third place game, but just to let you know, 2 o'clock is the scheduled state championship game between Sioux Falls and Mitchell. And as Jeff said, should be a good one later on. It's a good first period for the Aberdeen Cougars and for other home fans to end the season on a winning note.
Well, and a good crowd this afternoon for this game, but we still have room for another 800 people who like to come and watch the championship.
There's room for a few more.
And we're always promoting getting out here and supporting these kids, be it girls or boys. These kids are out there working hard, so get out and support these kids.
Aberdeen and Brookings. Aberdeen 4-1 right now. They're going to come out in a Pelican Power Sports power play for 39 seconds.
That's right. The 39-second power play after that penalty to Morgan Jones. So,
and what can you do with 39 seconds? You can get a
score
couple of goals.
You can probably score 2 goals.
Yeah.
In 39
We've seen
seconds.
goals 7 seconds apart.
We've seen them happen.
That's right, yeah. Earlier today, the Rushmore and Hawaii had scored a goal 7 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah.
So it is possible. A 4-1 lead for the Aberdeen Cougars at the end of the first period. We will step aside and have more from our first intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock on KSDR, KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Wahi Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Oahe Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Oahe Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Oahe Federal Credit Union.
The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment, the Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. Back here at the ODI Center as we continue our first intermission reports. The Aberdeen Cougars lead it over the Brookings Rangers 4-1 at the end of the first period. So before we get the second period underway, Jeff?
Good energy.
Yeah, good energy.
Good energy by Aberdeen. Good play by both teams, really.
You're getting ahead of yourself here because I was going to ask you a question. You're trying to avoid that question. What does Aberdeen need to do to continue to have the lead?
Not a darn thing. Just keep right on doing what they're doing.
All right, well, easy enough. And I guess I get the answer because, yeah. But with Brookings, they got to score here in 39 seconds to start the power play, to start the period on the power play, make it 4-2, and then chip away. You can't get all 3 goals at once. You got 2 periods left to do it, but you got to win this period by either 1 or 2 to get back within a striking distance going to the third period. That's the big key. You don't have to maybe necessarily get a shutout, but you got to win the period by 1 or 2 goals to get back within 1 or 2 going into the third period.
Well, and what you have a tendency to do, girls do it, boys do it, everybody does it. I mean, sometimes you get out there and you end up watching a play rather than move. And you can't be standing around in a hockey rink. You've got to be moving all the time. Keep those feet moving because that's how you generate offense and that type of thing. So
yeah,
they need to.
If you're Brookings, you don't want to let Aberdeen out too far ahead. They're already out 4-1. That's probably you can't afford to be down any more than what they are right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Next goal, if it's not Brookings, it could be.
Help.
Yeah.
So a 4-1 lead here for the Aberdeen Cougars. We step aside one more time and come back with a second period after this here on Capital City Rock on KSDR, on KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096. Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
So as we welcome you back here for the start of the second period, as it will be a 39-second power play. John Winkler is alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, who's got play-by-play of the second period.
We're ready to face off. Savannah Barber and Allison Wool, controlled by the Brookings Rangers, and Forrester chips it up to a teammate over on the far end. Down in the corner will be this Pelican Power Sports power play for another 30. They haven't started the clock on the penalty.
No.
So I don't know if we're going to play 39 seconds or we have to be getting down within that 10-second mark right now.
Yeah, it's still stuck at 39.
Stuck. This is going to be the longest power play ever if they don't get the clock going.
They've got her standing up. They're going to let her out here in another 5 seconds.
Yep. So we're going to be about the end of this power play right here for the Brookings Rangers. Yep, and it ends right now. So we are 5-on-5 hockey. And Brookings Rangers score! A centering pass by the Brookings Rangers, and they score. We were watching the Aberdeen player come on out.
I think it was Grendler that was able to tap it home.
Yeah, it's going to be Grendler. You can always tell how they come through the handshake line.
That's a big. They didn't get it
huge.
In 39 seconds, but they did get it in 45 seconds.
Now you're down by 2. That was a big goal for Brookings.
Ava Kale is going to face off here with Poppin. Center ice. 4-2 in this one, 16:15 left in the period, second period. Controlled by Aberdeen. Pushed down into the zone. Chasing over there, Aberdeen's Sydney Hofer. Held in by Brookings Rangers. Comes out of the zone, up into the neutral zone is Aberdeen. Now they're going to dump it down deep and chase. That's going to be Matke. Tied up in the near corner. As Aberdeen holds the line, can't quite do it. Poppin slapping on it, trying to hold it in. Circling the wagons here is Aberdeen. They're going to come back around. This is Hofer. And shooting from the top over there is Rader. We haven't said her name much. She's the captain. Playing center on this team. Looking for a center and pass. Rader can't get a hold of it. Now Aberdeen gets it, and I think that was Sandvig from just between the circles. And centering pass, and Roa can't quite get it. Now she's going to backhand it all the way over to the goalie. And that's covered up by Baker.
To finish up that scoring, Vugdeveen and Barber get the assists on that goal for Kenzie Grendler.
That goal happened right in front of Baker as we get a face-off here to the left-hand side of Baker. And taking a shot is Aberdeen's captain. That's Rader. She can't quite get it in. And here comes Aberdeen with a move. That's a shot by Rorick. Goes up and over the top of the cage. Hey, that one, I could have reached out and caught that one.
Should have. They wouldn't give you a penalty for it.
That one was right next to me. I don't know if you can get a penalty from up here or not.
Called interference.
What would they do to you? Put it in the box?
I was going to say, and who gets the power play? Because we're not for either one of these teams. We're neutral.
Jones would look over and go, "What'd you do?"
Offensive zone is the Brookings Rangers. Back behind the screen. Into the near corner.
Jim Lloyd's in the penalty box with a 2 and a 10.
Aberdeen brings it out. Yeah, going to take a shot here. That's Rader. Rader, 2, and goal scored by Stoltenberg. Rader to Stoltenberg. Aberdeen strikes again.
5-2. Stoltenberg gets it.
Nifty little play by those two. Bringing it down was Stoltenberg. Forster's going to face off against Wool. Controlled here by Brookings. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. They're going to have to check up as Brookings Rangers. And Wool finds it, and dumps it all the way back down into the zone. Chasing over there is Rapp for Aberdeen. Coming out of the zone is Forster. Can't get a pass over there to a teammate. That was looking for Rasmussen. Held in the zone momentarily for Aberdeen. That's Rapp. And she's going to try to bring it all, and she gets tackled, and there's going to be a penalty there. And that's going to be a slash. And that one's going to go on the Brookings Rangers. Hokinson got tangled up behind the back of the net with Rapp, and Hokinson is going to get a penalty for that one. So the Aberdeen Cougars are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play for the next 2 minutes. 13:24 left in this period, in this second period, as Poppin controls it off the faceoff. Dumped back down behind Baker, and held in over here. Holding the zone is Aberdeen. Down into the corner is Sefkin. Back out to a defender. Back down into the corner. Aberdeen setting up shop here on this. This is Poppin on this power play. An opportunity to perhaps put this one out of reach for the time being. A shot goes wide of the net. Poppin with a centering pass. Now she's going to grab the centering pass that didn't quite make it, and she makes a shot out of it. And now it's going to come back out of the zone. That's Hofer's going to bring it around up through the neutral zone. And Rader catches it right in front of her own bench, and she's going to try to skate it in and does. Aberdeen, with a shot. Aberdeen, it looked like they were going to carry it around the back of the net and shot. And it's another goal by Aberdeen, bringing this thing 6-2 for the Aberdeen Cougars.
Stoltenberg's got her second one. Squeaked by and in.
That's Stoltenberg. Surprised everybody. It looked like she was just going to skate it around the back of the net and dumped it on net. And that one got past.
And a Pelican Power Sports power play goal for the Aberdeen Cougars.
Stoltenberg has back-to-back goals now for Aberdeen.
Rader and Forster are going to face off after that goal that made it 6-2 with just over 12 minutes left in this period. Controlled by Aberdeen in the offensive zone. Forster chips it down. That one's going to roll all the way to Eleanor. Hands it to a teammate. Held in by Brookings Rangers. This is Forster. Dumps it down deep into the corner. Around the back of the net. Aberdeen controls in the zone. Aberdeen finds it on their stick right in front of the bench, and now it does come out into the neutral zone. Garrett's chips it up. Controlled here by Aberdeen in the neutral zone. In the neutral zone, now carries it into the zone. This is Wool. Wool's going to take a shot off the glove and off the crossbar.
That's Roy Quam in net now for the Brookings Rangers.
So the Brookings Rangers making a goalie change. Probably have time to do something different, being down 6-2. And Wool finds it on the far corner. Keller zips it around back over to Wool. Wool tries to lift the stick here. Held in by Hepper. Hepper takes a shot. Warded off by Aberdeen.
Quan had only given up has only given up a goal all year long.
Facing just 20 shots coming into the state tournament.
1.37 goals against
the neutral
average.
Zone, Aberdeen kicks it all the way down. We're going to have an icing call.
This is blood in the water now for Aberdeen. They get the backup goalie in, say we get one more goal and we might put this thing completely out of reach.
Yeah, you're getting to that point, 10:40 left in this period. You get another one here, and it could be a long, long hike back for the Aberdeen, or for Brookings.
4 goals is tough to
off
come
the,
over.
Off the face-off, anyway. We have Aberdeen coming into the zone, coming in hard. Pass over to Whitty. She can't get it in, and now it's coming back the other way. where Richter's going to chase it up through the neutral zone. This is Poppin. Poppin's the one making that last centering pass. Nice centering pass by Poppin. And Whitty can't quite get that one in. Nice job there by Quam. She's getting warmed up. 17 shots on goal for Aberdeen. 9 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers. We're going to face off to the left-hand side of Quam. Madeline Whitty. And that's controlled in the zone here by Aberdeen. Defender comes down, holds it in the zone. Pinned in the far corner. And Barber tries to dig it out of there and does. Kale gets it on her stick, and Barber tries to get it over. Poppin gets her legs going, going to try to throw it at the net, a little bit wide. Held in over here by Aberdeen. That's Matke. And Barber circles around, going to get it up through the zone. Tries to get it up to Richter. Richter in the neutral zone, puts on the brakes. Gains the red line and up to Barber. Barber's going to do a little stick handling and loses it right in front of the goal. Aberdeen's going to chip it out of the zone. Now they're going to carry it out. Aberdeen gains the zone and chips it down deep into the corner. That's Hofer. Hofer tries to throw it at the back of the net, looking for a centering pass. And Richter, attempt to get it out of the zone is warded off by Aberdeen. Aberdeen putting a lot of pressure on their offensive zone right now. Picked up by Aberdeen, a shot attempt. Can't quite get through, that's Rourke. And here comes Rasmussen. Rasmussen for Brookings Rangers, going to bring it on her backhand all the way down deep. Gets in close to the goal, didn't quite get a shot. So Aberdeen is going to come out. They're doing it in the middle of a change. Up through the neutral zone is Aberdeen. That's Wool. Gets it taken off of her stick. And Aberdeen's going to come back the other way. This is Savannah Barber. Savannah Barber's going to come on 2-on-1, 2-on-3. Going to come to her backhand. Tries to get a backhand as she hits hard onto the wall in back of the goal. And Aberdeen defender is going to try to carry it out of the zone. It does come out of the zone. And that's Wall chipping it down forward. Chasing over there for Brookings is Triplett. And Wool give a little bit more to Triplett than she probably should. And we're going to have a delayed penalty here. So that's Wool's going to get it for a roughing. I haven't seen the signal yet, but I'm about positive that's going to be a rough. There's no such thing as a push, so it's a roughing.
That was good. Checking.
Oh, checking, yep. So Wool is going to sit for 2 minutes.
It's a roughing in the girls. It's a roughing in the boys' game, but checking in the girls' game.
Facing off to the right-hand side of Eleanor. Held in by Brookings momentarily. Now it comes back into the neutral zone, and Richter's going to have to pick it up on her stick. Grendler up to the red line, and Richter's going to carry it in. Grendler stretching to try to stay onside, and she does. Grendler back over to Barber. Barber's going to do a stick handling, puts a shot right on, or blocked, and that one goes off the side, and it's a goal. It's a goal, referee pointing to the back of the goal. Barber took the initial shot. There was a rebound. And we're going to see who got that one. It's hard to see in all the traffic down there. I believe it was Grendler.
But a Pelican Power Sports power play goal.
Making this one 6-3. So Brookings starting to chip away just a little bit. Doing what they have to do, get one at a time. And off the face-off, we've got a delayed penalty here. Bringing it down into the zone for Aberdeen is Rader. And that was a hook. And that hook is going to be on Peterson, Jalissa Peterson. And it happened as soon as the puck was dropped, there was a hook. And the arm went out.
So another Pelican Power Sports power play. Waiting to see. They don't have the official scoring yet of that goal for the Rangers to make it 6-3.
So if you're Aberdeen, you're going to try to score on a power play here and get this thing back to a more comfortable lead. Held in by Aberdeen off the faceoff. And this is Hofer. Hofer's going to throw it at the net with a pretty good shot. Barber whiffs on a pass. Now she gets it out into the neutral zone. And this is Hofer. Going to dump it down deep into the zone. Chasing for Aberdeen is Rourke. And Wool finds it back of the net. And she's going to put a shot on from behind the net. And Quam corrals that one with her glove.
What a tough angle that was.
That was an impossible angle.
I don't know how in the world that it didn't even hit Quam.
Once in a while you'll see a player will shoot it off the back of the skate or the back of the pad. And that was about the only chance she had to get that one in. Left-hand side of Quam. Face-off is won by the Brookings Rangers. But held the zone. Aberdeen holds the zone. This is Rapp in the near corner. Going to take it back out to Sadvig. Sadvig back to Rapp. And the centering pass over there to Wool. She can't get anything on that shot. And Rapp finds it again. Sadvig throws it in. Looking for a pass in the center. Can't quite get her hands on it. That's Keller. Addison Keller. Puck is loose. Barber gets a little breathing room down there. And goes back to Wool in the near corner. A long pass all the way across. That was to Ermer. Not Emmer, it's Ermer. She wears number 2 for Aberdeen. Punching it back in is Sadvig. Now this one's going to go all the way down to Eleanor, and that's on goal, or on net. And Aberdeen's going to try to regroup. 22 seconds left in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Aberdeen Cougars. Applying a little pressure is Barber for the Rangers, and now this one's going to go all the way down, and it was outside the red line, so we're going to get a icing call. We're going to go all the way down to the other end.
So they will give Barber the goal, with unassisted power play goal for Savannah Barber. We thought maybe it was Grenler, but
I thought it was Grenler.
That puck was just bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
Jones just left the penalty box, came to the bench.
So she is back eligible to play now for the rest of this second period.
Facing off left-hand side of Eleanor, controlled by the Brookings Rangers, and now Aberdeen comes up through the zone. A long pass, I can't quite get there, and we're going to have another icing as Aberdeen, with a stretch pass, trying to get up to Madeline Whitty and couldn't find her stick. We're 5-on-5 hockey as the Brookings Rangers ward off that power play. The right-hand side of Eleanor. And that's controlled by Aberdeen. And they're going to bring it up through the zone. This is Warwick. Looked like it was an offside. Yep, I was waiting for the whistle. So Aberdeen's offside's coming into the zone. And we're going to face off just outside the zone on the far side. Facing off is Forster and Rader. Aberdeen's in the neutral zone. Going to chip it down in the zone. She blews a tire. That's Warwick. Definitely blew a tire right in front of us. And Aberdeen's going to have to regroup here in the neutral zone. Bringing it down deep into the zone is Hofer. Circles it all the way around. Look for a backhand. And Quam has got that one. Bit of a scramble in front of the net. Wool thought it was loose for a little while. And that one's going to be faced off to the left-hand side of Quam.
Still 4:37 left to go in the second period. This is a big last 4.5 minutes for Brookings. They need to get another goal here to go back down within 2.
Facing off is Barber and Wool. And holding the zone is Aberdeen for momentarily anyway. As Barber picks it up, and she's going to do a long stretch pass here, and we're going to have a penalty away from the puck.
That Keel's going to go for a hook.
That's Keel. Yep, it's going to be a hook. Happened away from the puck. So Aberdeen Cougars are going to go on another Pelican Power Sports power play here. Facing off right in front of us on the near dot. And Vugdeveen gets it out of the zone. And Aberdeen's going to come up through the neutral zone on a power play. Wool dumps it all the way down. And chasing his wrap. Barber finds it on her stick, and she's going to zing it all the way down. It looked like it was going to go a little wide there. Sadvig picks it up in back of her own goalie, and she's going to do it with her legs. Here comes a stretch pass up into the neutral zone. Tapped over, couldn't quite get it over all the way to Rapp. Rapp does have it now in the zone, and here's Wool going to take it in the near corner. She's going to go to her forehand. Got stuck on her stick and went all the way up and over and up into the net.
Just a bit high.
That thing looked like it just got stuck to the tip of her stick.
That went up 10, 15 feet above the netting where it starts.
She comes over to the bench laughing about that one. I don't know what happened. So both teams are going to get new legs here. Forster and Poppin.
You talk about roofing a puck. You don't actually mean hitting the top of the roof. It means just roofing it underneath the net.
Took a shot straight up. Whistle was blown on that faceoff. We are going to go into the zone, into the offensive zone here. 1:13 left in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Aberdeen Cougars. And off the faceoff, there's a shot that can't make it, and here comes Rasmussen. Rasmussen and Forster. Rasmussen puts it all the way down on net. And Forster with a little push prior to the puck, and Aberdeen's going to come back the other way. 57 seconds left in this power play as Aberdeen carries it in, 3-on-2. And Barber takes it off the stick. Good defense there by Barber. And holding the zone is Aberdeen. Aberdeen with a centering pass to Poppin. She can't get it off her shoelaces. Now she controls it with a centering pass. That shot does not go in. Here comes Poppin, going to try to get it back on her stick again. And we've got, I think, a broken stick down there for the Aberdeen Rangers. She goes off. And this is Hofer. Hofer's going to take it around the back of her net. Looking to set up.
Broken stick.
Hockey headquarters broken stick, and it's sitting right in front of the Quam. And a centering pass here. And Aberdeen can't get anything on that one. Whiffed on a shot. That was Warwick.
And there goes the rest of that stick. Back to the Aberdeen bench.
Looks like the very tip of it came off on the end where you put your top hand.
So, hockey headquarters will be able to get you fixed back up. They might even be able to tape that back up and be okay. Probably not.
Put a little tape on it. It'll be all right.
Save you $300. No,
face-off controlled here by Aberdeen in the zone. 2 seconds left on this power play, and that's going to do it for the power play as Vugdeveen gains control of it, and this goes over into the near corner. And nobody there for Aberdeen to hold it in as Richter takes it up through the neutral zone. Hokinson brings it out. And this one's gotten stuck on the red line here. They can't get across the red line. Now they do this. This is Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen finds a high in the slot, takes a shot up and over the top of the cage. And Aberdeen's going to slide along. They're in the middle of a change here. Coming off the bench is Rapp. Finds it right on her stick, and she's going to go to her forehand up and over the top of the goalie. Held in the zone as Rapp chases him back, and here's Wool. Wool's going to take a shot. That one's blocked by Vugdeveen, and now it does come out of the zone. Vugdeveen picks it up right in front of the Aberdeen bench and gets a pass up to the far end. That's Richter. Richter's on her backhand. Gets a little trouble there from Aberdeen. Can't keep it on her stick. And this one comes all the way across and does come out of the zone. Brookings Rangers are going to have to check up. There's Hokinson. Hokinson's going to bring it around. And she's going to take it down into the zone all by herself. 3-on-1. And loses the puck in the near corner. Nice defense there by Aberdeen. And she's going to find it again with a centering pass. Nobody there. And that looked like a collision into the boards, possibly a check. We do have a player from Brookings slow to get up.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been a check, but it looked like just two of them both going in at the same time, and really, like you said, a collision.
Just
in the
a
board.
collision. And I believe that was Forster maybe involved in that collision. She's kind of slow to move to the bench. Both teams are going to get fresh legs here.
Only 50.5 left to go in the period.
This period's been a fast one. Like you said, 50 seconds left. We're going to face off outside of the zone, in the neutral zone, and this is Barber. Barber's going to carry it in, does some stick work, and gets that poked off of her stick. And that's by Poppin. Poppin's going to carry it in. Little stop and go on her forehand, centering pass. Can't quite get it to the net. That was Whitty, Madeline Whitty. And comes back out of the zone. Now it's chipped back in. Aberdeen's going to check up and go back down into the zone. Oh, there's a pass that could have cost them a centering pass there, and Aberdeen could not get it on their stick. And here comes Barber, Vugdeveen, and Richter. 3-on-1. Barber gets it chipped off her stick just for a minute. Cannot get a shot. Pretty good opportunity.
That's good defense.
There. Excellent defense by the Aberdeen Cougars. And that's going to do it for the period. A really good opportunity right there for Brookings Rangers. 3-on-1, but never did quite get it to the net.
6-3. We remain a 3-goal game going into the third period. A lot of goals, 9 goals between the two teams as we've played 2 periods. We'll step aside. When we come back, we have the second intermission report brought to you by the University of Jamestown. 6-3 lead for the Aberdeen Cougars on the Brookings Rangers. You're listening to the state tournament on a Capital City Rock, on a KSDR, on KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Owyhee Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Back here as we welcome you to the second intermission report brought to you by the University of Jamestown, where your success is our tradition. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd as we are through 2 periods of this third place game, and it has been a good one, but it's been a really good one for the Aberdeen Cougars as they lead at 6-3 here at the end of 2 periods.
Each team had 2 goals in that second period. And, of course, for Brookings, Grenler with Vugdeveen and Barber assisting at 16-15. 2 minutes, 2 seconds later, Aberdeen answered with Stoltenberg, Rader assisting. And then 2 minutes later, it was Aberdeen Stoltenberg again in a power play goal. And at 7:34, Brookings, Grenler getting a goal. So 6-3 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal right now as far as saves, I probably should put it that way. 12 as far as Baker, and also for Rory Quam are concerned, 19 for Eleanor for Aberdeen. We had 4 penalties in that second period. Brookings, Hokinson, 2 minutes for slashing at 13:27. Aberdeen's Wool, 2 minutes. We're checking at 8:04. Brookings Peterson, 2 minutes for hooking at 7:22. And Brookings Keel, 2 minutes for hooking at 4:27. Just one power play goal in that period and in the game so far. That's by Stoltenberg of Aberdeen. And of course, that's Allie. Has a goal and 6 assists on the year. She has 2 goals today for the sophomore forward. So 6-3 right now. About 10.5 minutes away from getting this third period underway. And then, of course, we come along to the championship. That'll be an interesting matchup with Sioux Falls taking on Mitchell. 2 teams put them together, and, of course, during the regular season, what were they? 2 losses between the two, 34-2.
Yeah, 34.
That's pretty darn
34
impressive.
34-2.
Yeah, pretty impressive for two teams. So we'll have to see. And, of course, both of Mitchell's losses came to Sioux Falls during the course of the year. So Mitchell goes, we'd kind of like to get that, pay it back and do something there. But, of course, we'll have to wait and see. That's why they play them. Should be an excellent game. On paper, it looks like it should be an excellent matchup.
It's probably a matchup that most of us looked at about halfway through the year, that this is the matchup that could probably happen in the state championship.
Earlier today, Wahi beat Rushmore 6-2 to capture the consolation championship, so congratulations there. Next week, of course, we'll have the boys. That will be from Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls, and we start early on Friday morning at 9:05, Sioux Center and Sioux Falls 1. At 11:35, Sioux Falls 2 and Brookings. 2:05, Aberdeen and Oahe at 4:35. Final game of the day will feature Watertown taking on number 1 seed Rushmore. Of course, Brookings finished second in that conference, if you will, and Rushmore beat Brookings twice during the course of the year, 4-3 both times. One time, of course, in overtime, another 4-3 loss the next day. So those are 2 games that Brookings did not win, and Brookings late in the season had a tie also. So the Rangers didn't get every win like they did the year before when they went 18-0.
No, they didn't go 18-0 last year because the Capitals beat them in overtime last year.
Leave it to John to remember that one.
Want to make sure. Want to make sure if they're some of the Brookings Rangers fans are going, "Oh, you got just shut up." But the Rangers did win the state championship, and they're looking for back-to-back right now.
Yeah, they did.
Going
5-0 over Rushmore.
Yeah. So right now, if the seeds hold out, it would be a rematch of the state championship from last year. But this time being Rushmore the number 1 seed, Brookings be the 2 seed, although Rushmore was the 3 seed going into the state championship last year. Yeah. Brookings had a shutout in every single one of their state champion, or on their way to the state championship last year. They didn't allow a goal in the state tournament, so they're looking to defend their state title coming up next weekend. There is going to be a new state champion this year in girls hockey because Sioux Falls lost the state championship to Aberdeen, who's playing right now in the 3rd place game, and the Mitchell Marlins have an opportunity to pick up a state championship as they take on. It'll be interesting to see what the crowd looks like for that Mitchell and Sioux Falls game, because if you're Mitchell, well, the weather wasn't really good yesterday, but maybe you bring a few more fans here than what you did last night, and not that they didn't have a bad crowd last night, but you think about maybe some more people making the trip up because it's a 2 o'clock game, so it's in the afternoon. You can make that happen and not feel like you're going to be too tired tomorrow and get back down to Mitchell. But it should be a good game. In Sioux Falls, obviously, it's a little bit longer of a drive, but the Sioux Falls is Sioux Falls. They're the biggest town in the state for a reason, and you would think that there'd be a good crowd for them as well. So
on paper, it looks like an excellent matchup.
That's right. We just hope that on paper becomes true, and it is an excellent matchup. 6-3, the Aberdeen Cougars lead the Brookings Rangers here in the 3rd place game. We will step aside and have more from our second intermission report after this here on Capital City Rock, KSDR, KKQQ, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
As we welcome you back here and continue our second intermission reports, as the second intermission report brought to you by the University of Jamestown, where your success is our tradition. John McClure alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, as we head into the third period. Well, Jeff, what's it going to take for Aberdeen to pick up a win?
Well, I think keep shooting the puck and keep controlling the tempo of this game a little bit. I think that really is a big thing. They've kind of scored in bunches. They got their first goal, of course, way back at 8:19 of the first. Then they bunched two together late in the first period. Actually, they put three late in the first period. And then, of course, they bunched up two more here in the second period. And in that case, they were only a couple of minutes apart. So they've kind of scored in bunches, and I think that's what you continue to try to do. And with a 3-goal lead, it's going to be pretty tough for Brookings to come back.
And for Brookings,
not that it can't be done.
No, but Brookings, you want to get that first goal quickly.
Yes.
And move into that 2-goal deficit, and you don't have to push as much. If you get that first goal fairly quickly, then you don't have to push as much. But you want to make sure that you get that second goal rather soon, and then you put yourself down by 1. And at this point, you don't want to go. You don't want to try and score 4 goals in a period, and just to tie the game up. You want to. Your goal is right now. We got to outscore them 3-0, but we got to outscore them 1-0 to begin with, and then get that next goal because you can't get all 3 back in one shot.
Well, and you just basically break down that period into thirds, if you will, or whatever. If you need 3 goals, and see what you can get done in the first few minutes, and break it down that way.
Just about every 6 minutes, a little less than 6 minutes. Make sure you get that each goal.
Well, and I think for Brookings, you have to find a little extra energy somewhere along the line in this period because you got to get over that hill. You kind of been chipping away, staying with them. Aberdeen's not running away with it, but somewhere along the line, you're going to have to go over the mountain.
That's when you give them an energy drink in between periods.
Sugar cubes.
Well, but also
sugar cubes for all.
Okay.
But also, you got to say, there's nothing tomorrow anymore. I mean, granted, all these girls will be back next year for Brookings, but you go out and give everything because we don't have a season tomorrow. We don't start again till next year. You got to go out and give everything here to finish out this year.
Well, and interestingly enough, both these teams don't have a senior.
Yeah, so both teams will be back, and that's the hard thing for a coach probably, because now and all these girls know that the season's about to come to an end.
Yeah.
But when you're a senior, it's a little bit easier to say go out and give everything because this is your last chance to play, and especially for this team, whether you're going to play college hockey or not. These are your last chance to go play. So it's sometimes the seniors get that message a little bit more than the underclassmen, but I think everybody's aware, like, we got to go out and empty the tank here in this third period.
Well, and even if you're a senior and you're going to play college hockey, you want to go out, give it all you got. This is the last hurrah, the last gasp before you move on to the next chapter in your life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I do see in this game, I see these girls are having a lot of fun in this one. Both teams are having a little fun. It got a little chippy in the first period, but I think things have kind of evened out a little bit, and they're having some fun.
Not every team gets to a state tournament.
Nope.
So when you get there, give it the best you have. Let the chips fall where they may, but have a good time.
Well, and you have to like playing on Sunday. Anytime you go to one of these tournaments and can play on Sunday, you have to love it. So both teams finally taking the ice here. We had a little bit of delay. The clock shows minute 45 before we're going to have a puck drop.
They haven't paid attention to it yet.
No, they actually don't. They just kind of drop the puck whenever they're ready.
Yeah.
So teams are going to take the bench, and we're going to face off at center ice.
Final 17 minutes of regulation before we get to the state championship game. Not to take away from this game.
Eleanor, the Aberdeen goalie, is on my left, and we're going to see who's going to go in for Brookings.
I would think they'd stay with Rory Quam.
Yep, they're going to stay with Quam. That's exactly what they're going to do. Baker was taken out
played
after
a lot
the
of
first
minutes
period.
This year.
She has. She's been their primary goalie. Barber and Wool are going to face off. Aberdeen's going to defend the goal on my left. And the puck is dropped. And we're into the last period of this third-place game in this state tournament. Aberdeen takes it up through the neutral zone. And now caught over here by Aberdeen. Right in front of me, the player goes down. And Richter with a centering pass, nobody home, and Aberdeen's coming the other way. That's Wool up through the neutral zone. Pinched over there by Forrester. Forrester's not very big. She plays a lot of defense for this Brookings team. And Brookings going to try a stretch pass, and that one doesn't come out to a player, and that one's going to go to Hofer. Hofer's going to carry it in, going to try to get on her forehand and can't do it. And she whiffed on a forehand shot right in front of Quam, but I think she was about taken out, and she was. There's going to be a penalty here.
And Grenler's going to go for a
that's
trip.
Grenler. Looked like Grenler played pretty good defense there, got just a little bit too much of Hofer. Facing off to the left-hand side of Guam. Controlled by Aberdeen in the zone. Over to the defense. That's Poppin. Over to Hofer. Looking for a centering pass. Poppin reversing field in the far corner. Looking for somebody in the middle. There's nobody in the middle. Not a lot of movement right now for Aberdeen. And that pass goes astray. And it's hit all the way down. And this is going to have to regroup. Aberdeen's going to have to regroup, and it's going to come all the way back down the other way. And this one is going to be, I thought it was going to be an icing. They wave it off. As this is Barber. Barber's going to take it up all by herself. She's got some speed up through the neutral zone. She's 2-on-1, going to go to her forehand. Going to take a sharp corner around. Look at her backhand, can't quite get it in. As Eleanor had that post covered all the way. Hofer's going to take it around the back of her own goalie. And going to try to get it out. Held in over there by Brookings. And that was Vugdeveen holding that one in. Vugdeveen in the neutral zone. She's going to now skate it in all by herself. She's 2-on-1. Goes to her backhand. Looks back for a drop pass to Richter. Richter can't keep it on her stick. And this one's going to go back out for Aberdeen. And this is Aberdeen going to be Rourke. Rourke takes it back out to a defender. And going to have a shot from the up above the circles, and that one hits Barber's stick and goes up and not over the top and into the screen. We're going to have a stoppage of play.
This is the fourth power play opportunity for the Brookings Rangers. Or excuse me, for the Aberdeen Cougars, fourth penalty against the Brookings Rangers, and they got to make sure that they are they kill this one off, because this is a big one here for Aberdeen.
Raider wins the faceoff. Trying to set up shop here on this Pelican Power Sports power play. Down to 18 seconds left, and we're going to Barber ices it all the way down on net. And if they're going to hurry up, if they're going to capitalize on this power play. Barber finds it in the neutral zone. And coming out of there is Stoltenberg. And we're going to have a high stick.
It was, played by high stick, not a high sticking penalty.
Right. So that's going to do it for the power play. We're going to be 5-on-5 hockey. We are going to face off to the right-hand side of Eleanor.
So they got to keep Grenler in the penalty box for just another second or so.
She'll come out as soon as the puck hits the ground. Vugdeveen and Wool. And it comes out of the zone. Barber's going to chase down to the other end. On the backhand, going to flip it out of the zone. And Vugdeveen with a centering pass in the neutral zone. Barber tries to chip it up to a teammate and does. Now that's going to be Grenler deep in the zone, where Aberdeen's going to pick it up behind their own goalie. Going to chip it all the way out for Wool, and that was tipped. There's not going to be an icing here. I thought it was tipped. Apparently it wasn't tipped. It looked to me like it was tipped.
Huh? it helps the Rangers. It'll help the Rangers here with 13:38 to go in the third period.
But I'm not down on the ice. I see it from where I'm perched up, right up above the Aberdeen bench. Forster's going to face off with Poppin. And that's controlled by Brookings in the zone. Now Poppin finds it. She reverses field. Going to try to chip it out of the zone and does. Keel's going to find it at the red line. Going to chip it back in, and Hofer comes up with it. Aberdeen taking it out of the zone now. This is Matke, and she's going to tip it all the way down into the far corner. Going to dump it and try to chase, and Poppins finds it behind her net. Poppin with a centering pass, gets it back. She's just doing circles here, passing to herself. And with a backhand attempt there by Aberdeen, that one doesn't make it to the net. Held in by Aberdeen. Holding the zone is Aberdeen. And here's a centering pass and a shot. That is by Rader. She's the captain on this team. Of course, not a senior because there are no seniors on this ice today. And Brookings brings it down, and Rader bumps up against Rasmussen along the near board. And this one goes all the way back around, and bringing it in the zone is Hofer. Hofer takes it around the back of the Brookings net, meets some resistance there, and she still has it, turns and takes a shot. That one doesn't make it. And two players down in the far corner. Centering pass, doesn't make it over there, and held in nicely over there by Stoltenberg. She's fighting 2-on-1, 3-on-1 over there for the puck in the far corner as Wool enters. Wool holds it in, zips it all the way back around.
They're taking a lot of time
Chased
off the
over
clock
there
here.
By Roick. That's exactly what they're doing. Pretty content to just hold it in the zone. They really have Brookings pinned in pretty well there. Now it does dribble out of the zone. And maintaining control is Aberdeen. Ermer goes down on a pass, but does get it down into the zone. Held in again here by Aberdeen. That was Sadvig at the blue line, holding it down deep. Aberdeen doing exactly what they want to do, and here's a shot. Goalie looked behind her. Quam looked behind her. I didn't know where the puck was. I thought possibly it went in. And here's Sadvig holding it in. Here's a centering pass and a backhand shot, stopped by Quam. Brookings is going to come the other way. Holding the line, doing a good job is Wool, and now it does dribble out here. And this is Sadvig. Sadvig holds it in deep. Aberdeen doing a really nice job keeping this puck deep in their zone. And there's a shot, and that one went in. Puck was loose in front of Quam, and Aberdeen hits that one. And that one, at 10:48, making this 7-3, and that could be a dagger for Aberdeen. Wool comes through the line first, and I do think that possibly was Wool.
As the 10th goal of this hockey game.
Most we've
Allison
had in the tournament.
Yeah.
No, we've had one other one, 9-1.
Poppin and Barber face off.
That ties the most
10:44 in
goals.
this one. And Grenler looking for a centering pass. It's a pop fly and controlled over here by Aberdeen. This is Jones. Jones spent some time in the penalty box early on, and she's back out there. And this one comes back out in the neutral zone. Barber tries to swat at it and does. And now we're going to have a trip here, and that's going to be on Barber. Reaching her stick out to hold it in the neutral zone. And she's going to sit for 2 minutes. 10:17 left in this one. And Aberdeen's going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play, up 7-3. And Brookings, I would say, has a mountain right now with 10 minutes left.
They need a shorthanded goal. It's the 5th Pelican Power Sports power play for Aberdeen. They're 1 for 4.
Off the faceoff, puck comes out in the neutral zone. This is Poppin. Poppin's going to throw it up through the neutral zone. That was Hofer. Now Poppin has it. Poppin has it right on the face-off dot. Holding the zone is Hofer. Down deep in the corner. Again, Aberdeen just content to hold this deep in their zone, which they probably should. Morgan Jones back out to a defender. And there's a slap shot, a good-looking slap shot from the far corner. That's Hofer. Hofer's going to get another shot at it. This time it's a wrist shot. That one misses also.
But they keep the puck away from Brookings.
Keep it away from Brookings and keep it deep in your zone. That's the name of the game right now. Poppin holds it in. No, it did come out. So they're going to have to regroup. Still controlled here by Aberdeen Cougars. Aberdeen doing a nice job controlling the puck here in this last couple minutes. Now it is going to be iced all the way down. Of course, it's not an icing at this point. And getting the puck is Ermer. And she's going to have a centering pass, intercepted over there by Kale. She's a lone Brookings Ranger there amongst a whole bunch of Aberdeen's players.
Yeah.
And Forrester's going to find it behind her own net. She's going to gain a little bit of speed, try to get this thing out of the zone. Now it comes out of the zone. Carried up through the neutral zone. Tried to get it over to Kale. Kale can't keep it on her stick, but held in by the Rangers. Shot goes wide of the goal. Aberdeen. Picks it up in the near corner. Stoltenberg. Stoltenberg holds it in. And now comes out in the neutral zone. Held in over there by Grendler. And Aberdeen has it in their offensive zone. Going to try to bring it out of the zone is the Brookings Rangers. And this is Barber. Barber's going to get a little speed, going to try to carry this out on her own. And does so. She's hounded all the way along the way. And there's a centering pass to Vugdeveen. Can't quite get a shot. Got it to her stick, but couldn't get a shot. And Barber goes down hard, sandwiched between two players. And we're going to have a delayed penalty here.
And a broken stick out
and
there.
A broken stick. And Barber's slow to get up. She finds her stick now, and it's pinned over in the corner. And we're going to have a trip.
We had 2 sticks laid on the ice.
Barber coming across the middle of the ice, and she was full speed. So the trip looked a lot worse than what it was. Barber goes down hard. So the Brookings Rangers are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play here. 7:31 left in this game. Barber's still slow to move around. Looks like she hit her hip pretty hard.
Ermer.
And now we're going to get a timeout. A timeout Brookings. Maybe give Barber a little time to stretch things out here.
Yeah, because they're
going to need her.
Yeah, they need her to be ready to go. Because they need 4 goals in the next 7:31 to try and send it overtime. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt as well as KSDR Watertown and KKQQ Brookings. As we've hit the 1 o'clock hour, we are 2 o'clock is scheduled for the state championship game, but we still got 7:31 left of this third period, and this is a absolute must score in the next 2 minutes for the Brookings Rangers.
And Aberdeen with a 30-18 advantage on the scoreboard as far as shots on goal.
Aberdeen's kind of been in control this entire game.
They really have.
They haven't run away with it, but they've kind of maintained control and doing a really nice job in the middle part of this last period, controlling the puck. They had the puck about the entire period. Of course, they were on a power play a couple times there, but they held it in deep in their zone and basically really pinned in the Brookings Rangers, and the Rangers were really not able to get anything going.
Yeah. We always talk about a good defense is a good offense, and that's really what Aberdeen's been on here.
Well, we're going to face off right in front of us here on this near side. It's going to be on the right-hand side of Orr. It looks like Poppin's going to take it, and, of course, Barber. She's rested after that trip. And this power play, sponsored by Pelican Power Sports. And Richter's got it in the near corner. She keeps looking in for a centering pass, and nobody there. Grenler holds it in, down to Richter. And there's a shot by Barber, streaking through. Vugdeveen on a backhand, can't quite get it to the goal. Pushing and shoving, the puck's not moving, staying in one spot. And Forster tries to hold it in, she does. And now it's going to come out just barely. That's Grenler over there tied up with an Aberdeen player. And Brookings is going to have to go back and regroup. A long pass up in the neutral zone. And Vugdeveen can't quite get it on her stick. Now she's going to pull it off the boards and try to tap it into the center ice. Grenler holds it in. Now it goes all the way back down. Brookings with a minute left in this Pelican Power Sports power play. 6:25 on the clock till the end of this one. And Aberdeen throws it at the net off the glove of Guam. And Aberdeen getting a stick on it, and here comes Barber. Savannah Barber. She's just a junior and means so much to this team. Gets it down to Vugdeveen. Vugdeveen's going to take it in herself, going to throw it at the net. Nice pad save there by Eleanor. Players down in the near corner. Some pushing, some shoving, and Aberdeen finds it and can't get it out of the zone. Held in nicely there by Forster, right on the line. Barber throws it at the net, and why wouldn't you at this point? 5:44 left. Puck is pinned up behind on the boards. Some pushing and shoving. That was Richter. Came out of there with it. In the near corner looking for a centering pass. Grenler goes over and gets it. Tries to get it over the Barber. Now it comes off the boards and out into the neutral zone. And Vugdeveen gains control at the blue line. She's going to take it in with her feet. She's 3-on-1. Going to get to her forehand. Can't get a shot cleanly onto the net. And Aberdeen is going to try to carry it out of the zone and can't do it. Held in over there for the Brookings Rangers. Rangers holding in the zone but just can't get any shots going, and now Aberdeen's going to carry it out, gain the red line, and dump it all the way back down. 4:56 left in this one. 7-3 Brookings Rangers. We're 5-on-5 hockey right now, and Barber chips it up off the boards. Wohl holds it in.
And Aberdeen has the lead by 4.
Aberdeen has the lead by 4. They've been in charge of this one pretty much the whole game. Have not been able to run away with it, but have also done a nice job just staying ahead. Rasmussen tries to carry it in, gets poked off her stick, and here comes Wohl going the other way. Tries to dump it down. Grabbed over there by Brookings Rangers. Rasmussen swings at it. Possibly could have been a trip. They're going to let it go. 4:19 left in this one. Brookings Rangers can't cleanly get it into the zone. Trying to gain that line, and they just can't do it. Aberdeen doing a nice job of playing defense. Sandvig, again, doesn't let it come in. That's Peterson and Sandvig getting tied up on the blue line. And the Brookings Rangers just cannot get this thing into an offensive zone. Down on the far end, there's a centering pass for Aberdeen, and the scores! Scores, so Aberdeen with a centering pass and scores one more dagger. And this one is going to end in one form or another, with Aberdeen winning this one and advancing, well, not advancing, but gaining the third place trophy in this tournament.
8-3. Keller's got her second of the game, second of the season. She's got 3 assists. She's got more points in this game than she did all the entire season.
Rising up in tournament time. Face-off was carried in by the Brookings Rangers, and now it's taken back out by Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to gain the zone, and this goes all the way down. I want to say it might be Hepper, and the Brookings Rangers trying to break it out and can't. Poppin's going to throw it at the net, intercepted by a Brookings Ranger stick, and this one comes back out to Hofer. Hofer's played some really good defense this game, done a nice job for Aberdeen. And she's going to circle it all the way around. Pretty content to just maintain control. And there's a loose puck in front of the net for Aberdeen. Shooting that one for Aberdeen was Sadvig. Ermer in the neutral zone. Going to tap it down. Going to take her time and tap it all the way down. And we are going to select a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game. They're going to get a commemorative puck after the game. We will be selecting that and talking to them down below.
Jeff will have the conversation with her.
Jeff will have the conversation. He'll make his 3-minute trek all the way down and around this arena. Aberdeen content to just hold this thing in, which they've done so well this entire game. And Brookings is going to bring it up through the neutral zone now. And relentless pressure by Aberdeen. Doing a good job there. Poking that one away was Warwick. Elisa Warwick. She's also had a really nice game. So this one dribbles down into the Aberdeen zone. Aberdeen doing a real nice job pinning this Brookings team down in the zone. Some pushing, some shoving. 1:40 left. As Aberdeen is going to shuffle some different players in at this point to play in the state tournament. And the Brookings Rangers are going to bring it down along the far board. Again, the pressure by Aberdeen is relentless when they get into the offensive zone. Wool carries it down now, is going to throw it at the net. Aberdeen is going to try for one more minute to pin Brookings down in their zone. And they hold it down. That is Sefkin, Rachel Sefkin, playing a little bit more in this one. We're under a minute right now in this one, this third place match. And it looks like it's going to be Aberdeen. 8-3 advantage right now. We're at 50 seconds. Wool throws it at the net. That one's not going to make it all the way through. And here comes Brookings, going to try to get it up through the neutral zone. They gain the zone. 2-on-4 is the Brookings Rangers. A little push off the puck. Again, a pretty nice defensive play by the Rangers. That was a real nice play by Hofer. She's had a heck of a game. Picked up here by the Rangers. We're going to shoot it at the net one more time. That was Rapp. 19 seconds left. And the Brookings Rangers are going to have control of it. And held in over there by Hofer. Hofer's going to shoot it at the net one more time. That's a little bit wide, and that should do it. We're at about 7 seconds in this one. And we're going to try to tie the puck up right in front of the bench. And that's going to do it for this one. Aberdeen Cougars with a real nice win here, controlling that entire game and finishing 8-3. And Aberdeen played a really good game.
Yeah.
They really did. And Brookings just could never get quite back into rhythm. You know, they could score a little bit, but just couldn't come over the top of the hill.
From start to finish, it was Aberdeen that was controlling this game and led all the way for an 8-3 win. We have our post-game show coming up, our player of the game on the way. Jeff Anderson will talk with our player of the game. We'll have that here after this break as we go into our post-game show. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock on KSDR, KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096. The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
All right, we welcome you back here to the post-game show as Jeff Anderson down with our player of the game down below us here in the press box.
Downstairs we are here, and we are talking with Addison Keller, who had 2 goals and an assist today. For Everett, 3 goals, you got the hat trick. You haven't scored all year.
Yeah, for us, we do kind of a few girls go up and play varsity at a time. So I've gotten 2 assists in the regular season, but this is kind of my first game, really having a good amount of playing time. And so, yeah.
Kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, you saved the best for the state tournament.
I did.
So you are what, as far as a junior, what are you?
I'm an 8th grader.
Oh, you've got lots of good years to go yet.
Yeah.
That's great. I have a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game puck to give you for your efforts, so that is yours. You can put that on a wall. And so 8th grader, that's great. And what's the future looks bright?
Yeah, hoping that maybe in the next few years I'll be playing varsity full-time.
Okay. Do you have some camps to go to this summer?
I think we're looking into some, but I usually play soccer in the summer, so I'll be doing that this summer.
You're a multi-sport athlete.
I am.
All right. Which do you prefer?
Well, I played hockey first, so I've been playing hockey a lot longer than soccer, so I probably would prefer hockey.
Okay. Now, do you care what position you play as far as hockey is concerned?
Like a few years ago, I was playing D, and now I'm playing center. But obviously, this game I was playing wing. So I kind of just am a utility player, basically.
Okay. Well, Aberdeen's had a great year, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
All right. Sounds terrific. Good job. Congratulations and continued success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Addison Keller, our player of the game, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game, and we'll send it back upstairs.
And she did get a hat trick. We had her for 2 goals, but Jim, she had a hat trick. We looked back at the score sheet, and yeah, she
knew.
She knew.
She knew how many she had.
Didn't score any during the varsity season. Had 2 assists in the varsity season, but had 3 goals here today. 4-point day for Addison Keller, who had just 2 points coming into this third-place game.
And it's interesting, she's just an 8th grader, and she hopes to play varsity hockey next year.
And she just got a hat trick in the third-place game of the varsity tournament.
I got a feeling she'll play varsity hockey next year.
I think so, too. That is fantastic. It's congratulations to Addison Keller. That might be one of our best stories that we've had of our player of the games.
Yeah.
She might be the best one that we had just because of how she probably going in the state tournament and all the amount of all the player of the games that we're going to talk to, she probably thought there's no way. Of all the girls in our team, there's probably no way I'm going to be playing the game. And here she was, hat trick.
Sounded like she was just happy to be out on the ice.
Yeah.
It was kind of her turn to take a turn and take a shift out on the ice, and what a great story that is. Jeff says, are you sophomore or junior? And I love the way she said it. I'm an 8th grader.
I'm an 8th grader. What are you talking about? I haven't even got to high school yet, and I'm playing varsity hockey. I scored a hat trick in the third-place game. She had 3 goals. Addison Keller had 3 goals. Richter tied the game 1-1 before Rapp made it 2-1, and Keller got her 3rd point, her 2nd goal, making it 3-1 with 4:07 to go. Then Poppin scored to make it 4-1 at the end of the first period. Then Grenler made it 4-2 for Brookings. They got within 2, but Stoltenberg scored twice, just about 2 minutes apart, to make it 6-2. For Barber made it 6-3 going into the third period, and then Addison Wool. And then Keller got her 3rd of the game to make it a 8-3 lead and an 8-3 win for the Aberdeen Cougars to take 3rd place here on their home ice as they are getting sets now. We are getting set now. They're taking their pictures. They're going to take their pictures with all the family and friends after the 3rd place win. But our next target is the state championship. What we've been waiting for all weekend is to get to the state championship. Sioux Falls and Mitchell. They're on a collision course here. We're about 25 minutes away from us getting on the air for that, and it should be a good one here this afternoon.
Boy, you just can't preview it enough, can you?
No.
I mean, the real easy preview of this one is you have a high-powered offense against an 18-0 team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all you need to say.
The high-powered offense versus the depth of what Sioux Falls has, and that's not even to consideration of what the high-powered offense that Sioux Falls can have, too, in any game.
Well, and we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't seen it. Yeah,
we really haven't seen
it.
Yeah, in this state tournament. We have seen it during the year. They've buried some people during the year, but we have not seen it in the state tournament. Yeah, they do have a high-powered offense, and it probably is up to the task of Mitchell offense. They just haven't shown it yet.
So we might see ourselves having ourselves a 7-6 hockey game at the state championship, or we might have ourselves a 1-0 game. You never know. Those 2 goalies are really good,
The goalies are pretty good, and you're going to have good shots to beat those goalies.
Absolutely. So we are getting set for the state championship game. 1:45 we start coverage. 2 o'clock is going to be puck drop between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Mitchell Marlins in the state championship here in Aberdeen for the 2022 Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament. So final score, once again, 8-3, a win for the Aberdeen Cougars over the Brookings Rangers to take 3rd place. Hawaii Capitals, they win to take 5th place. Aberdeen wins to take 3rd place. And our state championship game is last on the docket, and it's going to be coming up here at 1:45. So 23 minutes from now, we'll get going on the air for our state championship game between Sioux Falls and Mitchell. Thanks to those listening in Brookings. We'll be back again next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for all those games of the state tournament, as we'll have it all for you throughout the state tournament for the boys' side on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back at 1:45 here this afternoon for the Girls Varsity State Championship. You're listening to the Girls Varsity State Tournament on a Capital City Rock on KKQ Cube, KSDR, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the 2022 Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament. The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Weatherall, Wagner Auto, the Ramcoda, Pelican Power Sports, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Hockey Headquarters, and the Aberdeen Area Chamber of Commerce. The Girls Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Becky Potsuba State Farm Insurance, Hermanson Endodontics, Sunmasters of Pierre, the University of Jamestown, Zander Auto Parts, Renke Gray Wealth Management, the Fieldhouse of Pierre, and Kubota. Join us all weekend for more exciting girls varsity hockey action. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.